And speaking of a bitch and a half, we have a lovely comedian coming up. Her name is Irma, and she is amazing. So please give it up for her.
Give it up, friends, for your amazing host. Welcome to Jay's Bar, everyone. I will now identify as a bitch and a half. Thank you for baptizing me. Something that you learn in the Mexican culture is you get baptized early on. So today, you witnessed another baptism of a bitch and a half. Friends, my name is Irma, or sometimes Irma. It's an identity crisis thing. I think I might be going through a quarter life crisis. I'm 24. I don't know what's going on. But regardless, it's still an 80-year-old lady name. And I don't have a problem with it being an 80-year-old woman name. I, however, have a problem with all the side effects that it came with. My grandma's name is Irma, and she is not affected by the Irma side effects. My knees hurt. I have back problems. I forget shit. She's running marathons in Mexico. She still remembers Jesus. They went to high school together. She's making his sandals for him. They're on a first name basis. She calls him Jesus. Yeah. Friends, even though I have an 80-year-old woman name, I do not dress like an 80-year-old woman. I dress like an 80-year-old man. And this is where I scout the crowd to look for an 80-year-old man without insulting anyone that looks like 80. Well, anyways, life hack, ladies. Go to the senior citizen lost and found, free stuff, vintage, and right off the racks, you know? Racks. I also like to go to middle schools to look at kids for fashion advice. This is what the kids are currently wearing. No, just kidding. I like to dress like a homeless woman for safety reasons. Ladies, you know it's dangerous out there. And I can't, you're like, why don't you just carry a pepper spray like the rest of us? I can't carry a pepper spray, a taser, or a pocket knife because if anything, I will be assisting my captor instead of helping myself. So what I found out, ladies, is that you put a cloak over yourself. You grab a cup, whatever cup, and you just roam the streets until you make it back at home safely. Sometimes you get $1. It's fucking great. It's amazing. I like it. I don't have a problem with the homeless, but can we talk about how they really up their begging? Well, not begging, their hustle game. Honestly, they got Venmo, they got QR codes, they got OnlyFans. I don't even have that. I'm just jealous is what I'm saying. But honestly, I think I just dress like a Mexican dad. So I'm pretty sure your father has this exact same outfit. Yes. The boots are not because I'm a stud. I tried it. I applied. They're like, no, you're going to be a part-time chapstick lesbian. I said, I'll take it. I work in construction, so there's a reason for this. Yes, thank you. There's not a lot of us out there. And I get this question a lot, Irma, why are you working in construction? And I'm like, honestly, there's not a lot of people that look like me out in construction. And they're like, Mexican? I'm like, no, a girl. No, a girl. And I'm supposed to be at work right now, so if my phone rings, I'm gonna have to pick that up. It's fantastic, I love it. I get to lead meetings, and I love it so much because it's just free open mics. It's just free open mics during the day shift, and then you get lighted, and then you use all of those open mics way too much, and then they boot you to the night shift. That's what happened to me. That's why I'm working nights now. Joke's on them. There's a bunch of chatty Cathys in the night shift, so I'm gonna be running an open mic in construction. Joke's on them! And I have to lead meetings, and it's just a bunch of dudes. It's a whole sausage fest. And the men never pay attention to me, even with a microphone. I brought one into work, they still didn't pay attention to me. So ladies, another life hack. The camel toe is one of the best ways exactly, you can look at it or not look at it. There's no kids in the audience, so it's okay. The camel toe is the best way to captivate the male audience, and if you practice enough, ventriloquy, we're gonna create something called ventriloquy. I'm still practicing with my fingers, but I'm gonna practice when I get home. Let me know if it works for you. I haven't really tried it, but let me know if it works. I lost my tampon at work, and I was so freaked the fuck. Don't worry, it wasn't used or anything. And I'm just panicking because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna find out I'm a girl. So scared. And so I'm like, where the fuck did I leave my tampon? Is it in the restroom? We share one restroom. So I'm like, fuck, I might have left it there. And then I see one of my coworkers walking away with his hard hat, and my tampon is dangling from his hard hat. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I run up and snatch it from him, and he turns around, he's like, what is that? I was like, my Nerf gun. It was my Nerf gun. It was my Nerf gun. It was my Nerf gun bullet. And now that's an excuse to carry a Nerf gun around where it's fun. I like it. I had to lead this meeting on like safety, and it had to be either on like the uniform or harassment. And those two last examples show why I can't do that presentation on harassment, because I stay harassing these men, and I think they secretly like it though. I think they secretly like it. All I'm saying is, I don't know if I have ADD, but if I do, I don't want that regular one. I don't want that CD one, that free trial one. I want the premium version of it. Y'all remember Blu-ray CDs and stuff? I want ADHD. That's the one that I want. And I took a quiz online on Snapchat, and it said that I might have it. And I've had people come up to me and be like, there's something going on. And so since being diagnosed by the internet and by myself, I started self-medicating with weed. Fun stuff. Thank you. Everyone does it. Yay, weed. Yeah, weed. And I didn't know that I was a stoner until I caught myself meal prepping blunts. I think it's efficient life hack. But as long as I'm not like meal prepping like heroin or like crack, I should still be fine, right? But sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I got into the weed game a little later in life. I know middle schoolers are like smoking, I know because I went and saw them. And I think it's time to kind of up my drug game to like something more what adults do, like cocaine, right? Like cocaine. No, that's not an adult drug? Okay. Please put your suggestions in the suggestion box. It's an imaginary one, and that will decide what drugs I will be doing next. Thank you. What did I want to talk about? Oh my gosh, ADD. I forget shit. I really do. I don't know if it's all the smoking or just the personality. And oh my gosh, I love to go shopping in like Hispanic grocery stores because they're always playing the classics. Rest in peace, gente. And one of my favorite experiences that I had, I kid you not, this was like an episode of Rosa de Guadalupe. If y'all have seen this, y'all know. It's exactly what happened in that grocery store. So I have my little basket on me, picking up my fruits and veggies and all that stuff, right? And then all of a sudden I hear sa, yakuza. Oh my gosh, everybody in that grocery store just starts moving. Oh my gosh, they're like moved by the spirit of the music. And then I see an old lady, she gets moved, and she's in a wheelchair, and she's like, yakuza. She's moving, she's walking around. It's a miracle. I told you, Rosa de Guadalupe. And even the avocados showing in, they're like, yakuza. And the cashier's like, this happens every single day. It's normal. Paper or plastic, just get on out of here. So go shopping at your local Mexican grocery store. It's going to be a blast. And if not, and if you're like, I'll shop at Trader Joe's or Vons. Sometimes, I don't know who's DJing those grocery stores, but sometimes it's an EDM concert, and I feel like I'm just going to the beat in the exact same situation. You may witness a miracle at Vons later this week, and I hope you do. I think it's really interesting that would you say that every generation improves upon the next, right? Not like, I secretly want to be a boomer because I'm like, I want to be on my way out. But each generation is better than the previous. But guys and gals, when did we decide to start believing in rocks again? That was what the cavemen people, also, side note, I did charge my rocks, and I hope you all charged your rocks in this past full moon, and you got your haircuts because your hair will grow faster. It's facts. But buying rocks, I had a friend tell me that they bought a $300 rock. It didn't even work. So you walk on the streets, and you see all these other little rocks that didn't make the cut. And I was just so moved by all of these pebbles and stones that I saw on the floor that I started a nonprofit for these rocks. It's called Rocky Times. It's a real website. And on this website, I created profiles for all of these pebbles, all of these stones. and each of them can be matched to one of you tonight. And I hope that y'all visit this very real website and find a rock that speaks to you today. Friends, my name is Irma and I identify as cocaine. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Irma. Oh my goodness. She does have to go to work, ladies and gentlemen. So a hardworking Mexican as that. So give it up one more time.